trying to make changes and make a better world for all of us. When I was, well, in 1992, when I went to the evening university, I asked my mom to find a part-time job for me. She found this factory where most people were deaf. And she told me, well, these are people just like us. But only difference you have. It was very interesting. So by the way, deaf people prefer to be called deaf instead of hearing impaired or deaf and dumb. And different languages, sign language. I was wondering when I see the sign language first time, how many hand movements are there? How they express noun, verb, adjective, and adverb by their fingers and hands. Well, now, 27 years have passed. I witnessed many lives of deaf people as an outsider, hearing person, sign language interpreter, colleague, and now friend. It was great years for me working with the deaf people, learning sign language, studying and researching. Today I could say, sign language is beautiful, descriptive, meaningful, expressive language, listened by heart and perceived by sight. Deaf people are a language group, and they have unique culture. The culture is the ideas, customs, and social behaviors of particular people or society. And the culture is the characteristic of knowledge of a particular group of people, encompassing language, religion, cuisine, social habits, music, and arts. There's the obvious deaf culture. And when you know deaf people, when you know sign language, you are pretty aware of the difference of the deaf culture. Deaf culture is very visual based. For example, may I have your attention? This is how I will get your attention. But for deaf people, I will turn on and off the light. So this is how visual tools be used to get attention of deaf people. Everyone who is part of the deaf culture or acquainted by deaf people have sign language name. For example, my name starts with S. So this is how my hair looks like when I meet with them. So this is my sign language name. So everyone knows and called me by this name instead of my full name or first name. Sign language is language. This can include simultaneously employing hand gestures, movement, orientation of fingers, arms, and body, and facial expressions to convey speakers' ideas. Sign language often shares significant similarities with their respective spoken language, such as Mongolian Sign Language with Mongolian language. Deaf people's mother tongue is sign language. Sometimes the term mother tongue or mother language is used for the language that person learned as a child at home, usually from the parents. Children grow up in bilingual or trilingual homes can, according to this definition, have more than one mother tongue or native language. 90% of deaf children born to the hearing parents who have no knowledge about sign language and deaf people. When deaf share their early years to me, it's heartbreaking. Every parent wants their children to live fully and happily in the world. So out of their good heart, parents and doctors try to fix their children's hearing loss. Journey often starts in the hospitals, then to religion, faith healers, shaman, and end up in the therapeutic bee star. By this time, their child is already 3 or 4 years old and have no opportunity to learn his or her own mother language. This is how the golden years acquiring the language is wasted. When deaf children went to kindergarten or schools, they have to learn to articulate words and speak. After years of practice, nobody understands them when they speak and articulate. Even in the deaf schools, they are not taught by the mother language. Currently, educational language of deaf children in Mongolia is not sign language. Please understand, I'm sharing my experience as a witness of my deaf friends. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak today. I believe when ordinary persons share their experience, challenges the world, challenges the society, changes can happen. I challenge all of you to recognize deaf community as a language community rather than different or disabled, because they are differently diverse, differently abled, diverse individuals. I challenge all of you to take a journey to the deaf community, experience deaf culture, learn sign language, and unite your voice with theirs. Today we can bring change in Mongolia, and I challenge all of you to make better world and to be advocates deaf people's right to learn their mother language when they are born and have right to be educated in mother language in preschool, primary and lifelong education. Thank you very much for your attention.